So this reading is about a Saturnian issue. Now, Saturn is the planet of karma. They call it Father Time. It deals with restrictions and, in general, it is just kind of known as the taskmaster, right? So, Saturn, it's kind of looked at with a little bit of trepidation sometimes, but I think it's important to make peace with Saturn and really try to work with it. So it could be that you're in a Saturn return. There's typically, 2 Saturn returns in a lifetime, about 28 years apart. And they're really, really serious times. Saturn returns can bring a lot of endings. They can bring a lot of actual deaths. With Saturn in Capricorn, thankfully toward the end of that, because for people experiencing their Saturn return right now, if your Saturn's in Capricorn, it'll be over soon, right? But I think for a lot of you, it's been hard, so with Saturn being in Capricorn, it's its home sign. It is at home. It is the absolute most pure expression of itself, and it's the most hardcore. Some of that is my opinion due to what I've experienced, but I really do think that it's safe to say that if it's your Saturn return, it's been gnarly, So let's see what the cards say about this Saturnian situation. Promise. Green Man. Synergy. Rainbow. Blessings. At the central issue of this is synergy. Green Man. Nature, right? And it's a matter of some kind of desire, I think, for a relationship. I think that's what this reading is about. And this matter here is surrounded by nothing but goodness, right? New moon, the rainbow. Like, this is beautiful. This is a really, really beautiful set of cards here. And I think that the new moon could possibly be a time marker to when you could see sort of this beauty unfolding in your life surrounding this matter. Like, things are starting to let up for what's been a really incredibly difficult Saturnian time. And on the bottom of the deck, we have dawn, new beginnings, right? So whatever kind of difficulties you've been through, whatever kind of hard things that you might have been through and learned, it's leading to a new beginning, and you're gonna be enriched by those experiences, no matter how gnarly they were. It's gonna be good for you to have gone through that. But yeah, I do get that this is about a relationship. If you're hoping for a relationship, if you're experiencing your first Saturn return right now, that means that you are, pretty much 28 to 32 or something. People, I think, kind of underestimate the length of time that Saturn returns really do impact you in your life. I give it 5 years or so of just being some super intense energy, and the most intense, in my opinion, is in the middle and toward the end and stuff. So if you are experiencing your first Saturn return, then chances are you're probably 28 to 32. And you could be thinking that you want to kind of have a relationship, have a stable, long-term relationship, and you're hoping for that to show up in your life soon, right? And the thing is you're not running out of time. You do have time. Don't feel like, oh, it's taken so long up till this point. I feel like I don't have much time left because of how long it's taken, and how much longer is it going to take, and all this kind of stuff. Don't think that way. Have a positive look at your life. It's even if you're not with anybody right now, you know, take stock of the great things in your life that you do have. Do you have friends that you love and family that you love and all that kind of stuff? It's like you've got a lot of love in your life anyways, you know what I mean? And this additional love that you want to bring in, that you want to come to you, is just icing on the cake. That's how you should look at it. That's the frame of mind you should get into, because remember, you don't want to come at things from a standpoint of lack, of feeling like what you have right now isn't good enough and you need more, or it's just not good enough. You know what I mean? We have to have gratitude. We hear it all the time, but it's true. We have to have gratitude for what we already have in life. And from that positive vibe, we can manifest these good relationships that we seek. So I'm going to get a final card, and this is what I call an action card, right? What do we do now that we have gotten ourselves, or are going to get ourselves into a place of positivity and gratefulness about our current situation? What do we do in addition to that? How do we move forward in addition to that? And a card that wanted to show itself, which is just so fitting again with this whole reading, is Penguin. The period of darkness that you've been experiencing is now passing. I mean, wow, that's powerful. So let's see if there's any action we can actually take beyond cultivating an attitude of gratitude. Is there any advice? Any action? This one flew out. Cardinal. The polarities of your spiritual pursuits and physical pleasures are out of balance, so do whatever is necessary to bring them back into equilibrium. Exactly. Again, I guess that is the crux of it. That is the most important point, is develop that gratitude for your current situation, for everything in your life that is just wonderful or good or even just okay, right? That is the action. That is what is supposed to be done right here. So that's good and that's simple, you know. It's not telling you need to jump through 50,000 hoops and, you know, walk on coals or whatever, you know. This is something that you can do within yourself. It's something that you can cultivate within yourself, that attitude of gratitude. So the period of darkness is passing.